And howdy, fellas. It's
How you doing?
Tuesday. It's
Now it's a Tuesday.
5:30-ish. And we're back. And so are a lot of other people. But let's start out with the man, the myth, the legend. Oop, other direction. The man that just broke the 7,000 subscriber mark,
Yeah,
Mr. Dad Random.
uh, it's mostly surreal because of the fact that it's been such a long time, and it's been you didn't it's a hobby. It's a hobby that I do on the side, but it's nice. It's nice to have growth. I guess that's the way I look at it. So yeah. Nice to matter a little bit.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, it's
matter,
been
isn't it?
yeah, it's cool. I appreciate the recognition, but yeah, it's just
It's a big deal. Congratulations,
yeah, it's
and
a step. It's a
you know,
step forward.
it's well deserved. So you've been working hard at it. What you can't say about me?
Uh, it is a like I said, it's my 15 seconds of fame.
Oh, we'll give you 16. I'm feeling generous today. I'll
Yeah.
throw an extra one in there for you.
Yes, and I wouldn't be anywhere without my cast of characters right here. Right here, the friends that bring the Dad Random show. It's really weird.
The people that make it happen.
The people that make it happen. And then this
technology that makes it happen.
Technology, yeah. Isn't that crazy? And this basically tells you my personality. None of these cameras are like the creme de la creme. You know, they're all quirky.
Well, just quick question. Are you going for meetings yet?
Am I what now?
Are you going to meetings yet?
Am I
No, the camera
am I going
anonymous or something, whatever they call
cameras
it.
Anonymous, I know. And to think
well, you're only addicted when you go to meetings, okay? If you don't go to meetings, you're still safe.
It is a sickness because every one of those cameras has a story. And why you have it and why it's either useful or not. And it would be so much easier. Then I told Kai, I says, there's always one more camera. That freaking phone.
Yep. And the three that you don't have but think about. But
you can only use one.
Let's start by saying hello to everybody in the chat here. Eat More Possum, howdy. East Coast Thrilled, hello. Covaction, Chuck. Texas Art Strong Guy, Michael Rank, hello. And TJ, who's TJ? Whoever that guy is. And we got Fishing for Dinner. And we got Dustin, our One Vision Aerial. And here's the big one right there, Prayers for Maui. Those guys are, I couldn't even put a word to what they're going through right now.
Could you believe that? I was there. I've been there twice. I've been to Lahaina.
That's the town that burned down, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been there. I've been to that town, and my kids took when they were little. It's been a long time.
So the town survived you, and now the fire got it.
Yes, and I've got great memories. I think anybody that goes to Hawaii, whatever time, one time or whatever. Go if you go to, that's
Yeah, and wasn't that hometown to our long range master,
yeah,
Dustin Dunno?
yes, that was his. Well, he was up on the mountain. I think it'd be like he was north of Lahaina. So he would actually fly down, I believe, to Lahaina. That's when he got to the Mavic 3s, when he was taking really long range flights. Um, he basically, that first Mavic 3, he made it all the way to Lahaina City, I think, because he would go down into Lahaina and then to the Malakini, which is right across the bay there, little tiny kind of moon
Yeah,
shaped island. But yeah, I actually sent him I'm just, I said, I know you don't live there anymore, but I'm sure that you have a lot of people that
yep. A lot of friends
that
and
was
family in
affected
that
by it.
direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking
But
20 minutes.
his best or his coolest long range flight ever was the Parrot, the Disco.
The disco. Yeah. Oh yeah. The 4G flight
Yep.
or
Flying
the
from one
LT. Yeah.
island to another.
Yeah. That was crazy.
That was freaking crazy and it was cool as shit.
Yeah. No, it was and that's, yeah. I'm with you on that. I think all of us watched that and went, "Oh my gosh, I want to fly a wing." I always wanted a parrot because of that flight. Not that I could have ever recreated it. I mean, he had to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
pretty amazing.
that, yeah, he's on the big island of Hawaii.
Yeah,
So,
he's on the one that has snow. Yep. Do you know there's over 1,000 islands in the Hawaiian chain? Most people
yep.
don't know that. And the northernmost island um, is almost 1,000 miles away, and it's crazy. It's I don't think it's Midway either. Midway is one of the northern islands that are way out there. If you ever heard, if you're a World War II buff, the Battle of Midway.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting history, but
Well,
yeah,
Midway, there's nothing left on Midway, is there?
it has an airfield, and it has like a station there. It's got I think the park system bought the building there, and they had a park building there because people would go there just to say, hey, I was there. But it's just not a place that's reachable easy, and there's just so few people, I think, that went there, that's kind of abandoned. Um, so yeah, I don't believe it's manned. It's not a manned location anymore, even though it's
Yeah.
part of that chain.
But, if you have a little money to give, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there collecting money for Maui. Make sure that you give to somebody that's trustworthy and not just some yahoo that says he's collecting for Maui and keeps the
Yeah.
bulk of the money and, throws a few bucks toward Maui.
I've actually heard there's locals that will give you the direct. They said that there's like direct charities that that they're control of, not the big ones. They're saying, "Hey, should I donate to the Red Cross?" And they're saying, "No, donate to the people that we know that we directly work with." And
Yeah,
I wished I would have been.
Here in San Antonio is a Hawaiian restaurant, and they're collecting because they got direct ties to Maui.
Right. It'll get to them.
Yeah, and
A
it'll
lot of
get to
those
them quickly.
Yeah, a lot of those big organizations, there's just hardly any money that trickles down. It's so yeah,
Yeah,
it's insane. An entire town. I mean, usually there's a fire and it's just a small piece. What's the odds of having a fire and a hurricane that turns the fire into a blast furnace? Because that's really what happened. Those winds kicked up and it turned the fuel into a torch. it was insane what I saw, you know, as far as the destruction and the heat
Yeah.
because it melted engine blocks, you know. So that's crazy. Very
Oh,
just
and then there's, the loss of life that goes with it.
right. You know, obviously with that type of speed and heat, you just, you know, people just thought, you know, the fire's way far away, it'll never get here, you know, and people just didn't leave. And you think, oh, everybody can run fast. It's not the case. Some people just hunker down
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you're not outrunning the fire.
yeah, and you know, the only way people got away was by car or by ocean.
Yeah.
Or I believe the other direction. They went uphill. Um, but yeah, so I was just reading in there about the Red Cross there, but
But yeah, our thoughts are with the folks in Maui. Um, give what you can, where you can. And unfortunately, the big organizations are always top heavy. And then always you get the scammers too. So, and I fell for that crap a few years back for Hurricane Harvey. Guy did an event and went and chipped in on that. Had a good time doing it, but then I don't know how much of the money actually made it to the folks at the coast,
yeah.
and how much money went into the new business he started about the same time. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Here, did you see this? Here's something that I don't think was on a list of any talking points, even though we don't really have one of any significance today, which is this is still I wanted to show you this. Let's see. No, let's see. That's not what I want here.
And y'all don't
It's
be shy about hitting a thumb, please.
uh this you might be familiar with this channel. And you might have
Yep.
seen that. I have not watched this yet. I just ran into it, so I'm probably going to watch it. But that is the Hover Air, the X1. And if you've never seen Zdenka's channel,
Yeah,
she does
definitely look her up.
she does a camera channel, but this is her with the Hover Air. You know, she's kind of fun. She's really knowledgeable. She has a lot of fun with cameras, but she's stalking the Zdenka or the yes, she's Zdenkaing the camera. But yeah, that's the I'll have to watch this because, like I said, she does a really good job. She's, like I said, a really good photographer. She's very, very talented. And but this is look at
Yeah,
this little thing.
and she
Now
does
this,
a
like I said,
lot of equipment reviews,
yeah,
especially gimbals.
yeah.
She put a
She also is
number
the
of them
master
through
of
the
the phone.
ringer.
She's the master of the phone. She can take her phone and create, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is the it's just a follow me. There's no controller. It uses a phone. Um, brushless, foldable. Basically, it's a box fan. I think that's what a lot of people called the larger version. This was actually 00 Robotics, I think, makes this, and it looks like a box fan.
00 Robotics. Isn't that the same people
Yeah.
that did the EXO?
No, they made the
No,
V
no,
copter.
no, the V copter.
The yeah,
Yeah, V copter.
but I've seen a couple of people um
As
try
long
this
as it
out.
ain't Skydio.
Yeah, there's very few though. This is actually stabilized video as well. I
Yeah,
don't know.
bringing in the hot topic of the week.
So, and those are all presets. You just push a button, it takes off, it does the flight, comes back. So check that video out there. I think I'll throw her channel up on the but this is, they call it a flying selfie stick. I would call it the flying box fan. I wouldn't be as nice. I would say put it in your window on a really sticky night in Texas. but yeah, check that out. Interesting. It's not a new thing. Like I said, it actually existed in a larger format. I believe it was probably, I believe it was about, it's about a third, maybe a half scale of what it used to be. It was a much bigger
Yeah,
platform at
did
one
they
time.
knock it down to sub 250 now?
Probably. It's probably sub 250, and it's probably it probably has a lot better flight controller in it. I don't believe it has a GPS in it. I don't think it needs one. But it's just a pre-programmed. It uses optics to follow. It's got follow technology. So anyway, like I said, check that one out if you got a chance. Like I said, I'll put that. I'll copy that one and put it on my list of stuff here.
Well, just throw it into the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now.
All
it's
right,
just
yeah.
hard. It doesn't go into the StreamYard chat as good, does it? Will it read my?
I already dropped it.
Oh, you did? Oh, good.
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's
the same one. I've got it mirrored up next to. So. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, that deadline, speaking of sub 250, that deadline is coming up rapidly.
Yep. We've got weeks.
We got a month. We got a month. Saturday, September 16th. I don't know why they had to start this crap on a Saturday, but Saturday the 16th, September. That's when the new rules hit. Freaking wow. I know there's a number of people selling all the heavy quads now. If anybody's looking for a deal on a quad, get a hold of Eat More Possum. I know he's selling.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of, I would say, mid-range quads, about 5-inch and
a 5-inch and a 3-inch.
3-inch.
Oh, the 3-inch is a Cinnabot with the LED lit ducts. It's a very tempting, but I've just built that Axis one, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, my brain is already over that one. I like I said, my mental state gets excited about something.
Let's not discuss your mental state.
We're on 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm already moving again. I'm moving again. I was just looking here. There's a starter bundle for Rotor Riot and they've got a Fat Shark HD3 starter kit. So if you're interested in that setup, it comes with a T12 and it looks like that's their version of the. Look at that camera. I'm just trying to see what that is. It's HD. Here, we see him. That's Fat Shark 3-inch. So it's a 3-inch but this is ducted. Have you seen this one here? This is I just like because it's a kit. And it comes with batteries and everything.
Your screen, so we're all
it comes with batteries and everything. So I kind of partial to these types of kits because you can get in quick into the hobby. Yeah, get a really good
that is
setup.
digital. That's got the Fat Shark goggles.
Right.
Which, by the way, Walksnail is out of the Avatar goggles.
Wow.
So
There's a
right
bunch of
now, the
people
only
going
ones
at
you
it.
can buy are the Fat Shark Dominator, which is tomato, same thing, just different colors.
So you got three 1500s, a charger, toolkit. You got a strap, and you got this basically this little ducted bird, 3-inch. Got a little Radio Master TX12.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna swap that T12 out for the Radio Master Pocket here before long.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? That would be perfect for that setup. That's a starter setup. The pocket would be better.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea. Um, and it comes with or without ducts. It has a 3.5-inch. But that's if you're going to get into this hobby, I mean, there it is right there. You got batteries, you got everything, to
And
get
then
up in
you
the
got a
air.
cheaper version with the Recon HD goggles, which are the box goggles.
Yeah. Yeah, but
So
you already pay. Yeah, if I'm going to pay $1,000, I'm going to be HD. That's just my philosophy on that. You got a couple different battery options too. So I like those all inclusive kits. They're just real. It's just easy to get into the hobby and easy to get flying with just a simple system like that. So, but yeah, that was just one thing that I ran into that I thought was pretty good.
So basically, the 3-inch, it's when you use the ducts, it's 3-inch. If you can ditch the ducts, you can up to 3.5-inch props on that thing. Kind of the way I understand it. It's the same. It's the same craft. It's just with ducts, you're limited to 3-inch prop. Without ducts, you can run 3.5-inch. So
And this
and
is
and I'm actually closing in on that. I just last weekend I took off because of all the
wow.
crap that's been going on. So,
Yeah.
but I do have
What
the
props you sticking in
Walksnail
there?
HD Pro, and I'm debating whether or not to do a plug wire for the VTX, or if I'm going to solder it on. And I'm actually leaning towards soldering it on. I'm still trying to work out the last few kinks on that thing. So, and again, if you're in here watching, if you'd hit the thumbs up, please, I'd appreciate it. No, hit the subscribe and all that good stuff. You know,
If you haven't, do it.
if you haven't done it now, do it.
Oh, so
So, and yeah, as I handed, Skydio pulled out of consumer drones. Not necessarily shocking development. They're not the first ones to do it. Parrot did it.
I'll
Now,
tell could do
Skydio,
it.
um, it's kind of like construction, right? Residential construction, there's not as much money in it as there is in commercial construction. So they're going after the money. That's what they're doing. Commercial, and with these stupid new regulations, they don't want to open themselves up to liability. So they're going over to the commercial side, but I know everybody's doing, what they need to be doing because they all have their 107 license. And, you know, it's, it is what it is. We're getting screwed on the regulations.
Yeah,
You
it's
know, Art is doing more fishing stuff on his channel now. You starting the bikes, and I don't know what I'm doing yet.
I
Am I going completely silent underground and not advertising what I'm doing anymore? I don't know.
yeah, I don't I just am I'm trying to fill in the space because there's so much like right now there's tons of space. There's just nothing
Yeah,
going on. Air 3 comes out, nothing.
yeah.
There's
After
no there's no
the Air
builders
3
anymore.
vacuum,
Eh,
the post DJI release, orgasmic bliss.
Right. So now so usually Autel or somebody would pop in and drop a release and there's Autel I think is the next one to go. They're the next one to drop. You've heard no buzz, you've heard no minis, no nothing. No lights. I wouldn't be surprised if they just once again resurrect you know their big line, throw a couple different sensors on it, and to be done with it because that's you know all you need is a flying platform, and then you just attach stuff to it. So it's like I
Yeah,
said, it's
speaking of minefield, I'm bound out of minefield. I don't have the time, I don't have the money, and quite frankly, they're just as hot up there as they are down here, and I don't even want to deal with that.
yeah, it's just you can either swing it or you can't. It's not to me. It's not. I don't owe anything to anybody. I really don't. As much as
I'm just wondering what the forecast is for Brownsville, Tennessee.
they're nice. It'd be cool if I lived within 300 miles. I'd just drive there, just jump in my car and go. Couple hour drive, that kind of thing. But if anytime I go anywhere, it's flights, it's schedules, flights, and a lot of money. It's always a lot of money for me to travel, and I just,
No, actually, they have more luck with the weather.
we're starting to get into our good weather. We're getting monsoons that are just finally coming in. Except for this morning. Holy crap. When I got up this morning and walked outside, it was so hot. There was no relief last night. We got clouds come in, low pressure, and all that hot air just stayed on the ground. And I walked out and I went, oh, it was like walking into a like a like a furnace. It wasn't even like a furnace. It was more like just humidity, just a blanket of warm humidity. And I took my morning walk, and it was so.
Yeah, I think it's 19th and 20th for minefield, and they're looking at 88 and 92 degrees. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm looking at our temps for this coming weekend, which normally would be our meetup weekend, and we're talking 103 on both days. And I'm just gonna call it now because this meetup isn't happening. So yeah, I heard about the cold front hitting Dallas. They had 99 yesterday and 95 today, but they had 24 days of straight over 100 plus. And we're still in that 100 plus pattern down here. Oh, they dropped it. It's only 102 for Saturday and Sunday now.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But next Tuesday, they're talking about 95 and scattered thunderstorms. Yeah, no, meet up for this weekend. Not happening. Not happening. I'm not going out there in that heat. And, our FPV quads would crash them. battery goes hot, catch the whole field on fire. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good. Don't need all that excitement in my life. You know?
I was just chilling early this morning. I've been back to work, so I've got stuff going on now. But
Work.
one of these one of these
Work.
one of my favorite YouTubers, I told you, Big Ball Vlogs. He's the one that does a lot of the mics. He put up a video this morning. He's been fishing. He's been doing his fishing vlogs, and he decided to put his Mini 3 Pro up in an area that's been, well, a lot of fishing's going on. It's like a treed area. Okay, you know where this one's going. And in the trees are like lures hanging all over the place. One of those places that everybody fishes in, and it's so well fished that there's lures hanging around. Well, he flew his Mini 3 into this area, and it must have got caught in some of that fishing line. And anybody's luck, the worst thing that would happen, obviously it'll drop into the water. And I was thinking that it was going to wind up one of those fishing lines and just be hanging there from a tree, which would have been the best of all scenarios.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It flipped one of his props. It immediately, because now there's so many fail safes on these things, stop the motor, the freaking thing drops into the water. And then he does a vlog trying to decide whether he's going to go in to get it. I would have skipped the vlog. I probably would have went right in, but I guess once it's wet, it's wet. I don't know if it's timing, but anyway, he put up one of those videos about, you fly drones for all this time and you're careful, and, you think the law of averages doesn't apply to you. This is the second video of somebody that's been a long time flyer of drones that has dropped a drone into a pond or into some kind of waterway. The other one is Drone Valley. He did it too, but he did his Mavic 3, I think.
Well,
yeah.
Spin Up is coming up, and yes, I will be there. I got a Airbnb booked for that weekend. So, yeah, my Brownsville reservations, they're gone. Done. Next. It's just, I don't even want to go. It's so hot out here, I don't even want to leave the house right now. Last week, was it last Wednesday? It got so freaking hot, my phone shut down on me. So, yeah, I think that was on Wednesday. Yeah, that was on Wednesday. It got so flipping hot. I was, taking out the phone, take pictures, and the damn thing tells me, nope, too hot. I was sitting in the truck for half an hour and hold that phone in front of a AC duct to get it cooled down enough to take the pictures. So, yeah, I can't imagine 95 felt pretty damn good. That would feel pretty damn good. So,
Looking to
but
see
anyway, so Skydio, quit consumer, Action 4, we're still on the fence waiting to see what's coming out next. You found a new microphone system.
Yeah, nothing new. It's really not new.
That's
Just something.
fairly inexpensive. And
Yeah, works good.
Transmitter, 2 mics for $100 bill.
About $100 bill, and then it basically can connect all those cameras I just showed you. I've got a way of incorporating that into every one of those cameras without having any kind of long wires hanging from it. The one thing it doesn't do, which I was thinking that would be nice if it did, is it doesn't plug into the media mod USB. This is just a charging port. It doesn't bring in any kind of information. So you can't plug it in there and bring in audio. It's got to go into the mic jack, which is kind of nice. It does have the mic jack, so you got to do that. But like I said, it's pretty handy because to get the receiver into that mic jack, you just grab one of these puppies right here and plug it into that. So now you got a hard point, and basically now you've got your audio basically brought into your Pocket 2 or whatever without a dongle. So kind of nice. I like that it's hard post. It's not I don't have to run a wire, because once you run a wire, you have to find something else to, like, you're gonna have to Velcro this or something. I mean, so bang, right in the field, you just plug it right in. There's a TRS plug, and anything that requires that will plug into that, and so that's kind of that. The goal was to simplify life, and that's what it did. Simplified life, and it didn't cost an arm and a leg.
And Jim Stroning is in the house. Howdy, Jim.
So
yeah, I got a case similar to that for my Rode.
Yeah, I didn't get the
battery in it, and it charges the mics.
Right, and I didn't. Mics. Yeah. Now, was that an aftermarket case?
Yeah. Come on, focus. There we go.
Yeah, that's the Rode on this. This camera has the Rode system. I just leave it on there, so I don't take it off. I just leave it on this one.
Oh, I'm using the Rode here for our.
Yeah, the Rode sounds great. I just couldn't pass up that other system because it's just because of the ease of it. You can plug it into your cell phone. For my biking stuff, it's like perfect. It makes it really easy to. Noise cancellation's good. So
and Yellow Rose is in the house too. He's going to be been lurking. Yeah, been lurking. He had a put up a video of Medina Lake, or Medina Valley, as I should call it. That lake is down to 4.6% of its capacity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really, really low.
I'm to a point where I'm thinking when that lake ever will fill up again, the dam will break. They shored that dam up once, because 20-some years ago we had a flood out here, and it was going over the spillway. And now we're, down to empty. And no, back when it flooded, they had real concerns about that dam not holding. It did hold, thank God, but it's they did shore it up some after that event, and now it's been downhill ever since was that lake level. And it's agricultural lake, so the farmers get a pump out of there. Yeah. And for some reason somebody decided rice farming was a good idea in Texas, since we're so rich in water,
Oh yeah, I'd grow rice there. That'd be the first place I'd grow hay. Alfalfa, I'd say.
You can't grow hay because there's no rain. There's nothing growing.
There's no water. You can't irrigate it.
Well, it's they tell everybody to mow their grass and hold it short so the fires won't get to it. But there's still these guys that insist on watering their lawns. which I think is a huge waste of resources. But you know, for some reason, they think the commercial guys still need to have green lawns. I'd say cut their water off and save it. Because our aquifer is way down too. And I'm now seeing reports like on Canyon Lake Group where people are chiming in now. Their wells are starting to run dry.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to you'll put more pipe down the well.
Yeah, well, you'd have to drill the well deeper. If that's even an option.
Yeah, it just depends.
You know. If you're out, you're out and shoot.
I've been I'm looking at the Autel channel or the
You know,
Autel.
you Canadians, y'all just need to give it up and send some of this witness down this way. Okay. Y'all don't need to be collecting it all. But then again, y'all need a rain too, because you had a bunch of wildfires up there. But what was it? What did they find out when all those wildfires, all that smoke came down to the south? They need to have more wheat farms in Canada. Because that would have made the U.S. Northwest a whole lot happier for quite some time. You know.
How about having some fire suppression ability?
Yeah. Well, I mean, here, the dead yard is not a dead yard anymore. Now it's a fire barrier. The fire break around the house. It's not dead grass, it's a fire break. No, it's not even grass anymore. It's dirt out there. Cracking wide open dirt. So yeah, it's bad. I saw Comal County already put in their emergency disaster declaration. I'm sure Bear County is not far behind it. So yeah, that's what you need, the fire to keep you warm. We don't need to keep warm. We're plenty warm. We got enough heat here to share. Tell you what, y'all send us some rain from Canada and we'll send some heat up that direction. How's that?
I've been
And
looking
there's
at
Craig, Harley FPV. Howdy, fella.
I've been looking at the Autel site just to see. And
Well,
they are,
Autel said, and just one little tidbit on that, they will continue support for the people that currently have their stuff till it hits end of life, whenever that might be. But there's still going to be parts available. There's still going to be software support. They're not, cutting everybody off, like that. They will honor their warranties and what have you. They just won't sell anything else on a residential side at this point. So don't go in a big frenzy over Skydio at this point.
yeah, it's like I said, it's hard to watch the dominoes go fall.
And
Yeah,
I just saw something. Autel coming out with a new bird.
Yeah, they got plenty of enterprise birds. I mean, they've got,
Yeah.
if you go onto their site, they've got big, expensive Max birds. They got their Max series. I mean,
yeah, the enterprise solution. Yeah, the Max series. They just come out with something there.
Huh. Yeah, I don't. Max series, Enterprise V3. It's just a big fat version of their stuff with the bigger camera. They got some cool stuff. I mean, I like what they did with their, if I was a police officer and I wanted to stick a really heavy bird with a good camera on it and that did a lot of great stuff. I mean, you got a couple of choices. You got Autel and you got DJI.
Yeah, they got obstacle avoidance sensors everywhere on that bird.
Evo 2 Pro Enterprise V2.
Yeah, but it's all enterprise. Evo 2 Enterprise V3. And now we have the Max series.
You can get the Evo Lite with the 1-inch 6K camera on it for 11, basically $1,200. You can still get the Evo Lite with the 8K for about $1,000. And then of course the Nano is still, if you want a Nano, it's still going to be $700 or $800 for a drone that's been out for almost 2 years. So it's $500 for, the Nano is really good. I mean, if you want to fly a drone with obstacle avoidance and a really good controller, and I really like their controller, their new controller they put out, and it goes way out there. The battery life is decent. It's pretty smart, light. It's just not built really well. So, I got my dinner call.
You got your dinner call, and I'm thinking I'm getting mine here too.
Yeah. So,
and where you have Taco Tuesday, I'm feeling a burrito coming my way.
Burrito Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh. I think it's a burrito kind of night. So, really not much happening in the world of drones this week, and not anything that jumped out at me anyway.
No, kind of quiet time. That's why,
Yeah. Everybody is in the post-orgasmic bliss from their F3s.
Yeah, you think there'd be
Sunrise Water Media. Howdy, feller. He put on a video about Express LRS this week and his woes of trying to get it to work and updating firmware. Express LRS is great, but for firmware updates, TBS Crossfire still takes the cake. Because TBS, even if you have an upgrade on the module, next time you fire up your quad that's already been bound to that module, it'll just prompt you saying new firmware to upload. And you say yes, it uploads it. No mess, no fuss, we're done. So.
All righty, man. I'm gonna go. I gotta go and hit the dinner bell. But yeah, it's slow, but we're finding things to do.
Well,
when it works, it's fantastic. When it doesn't, you call Kai.
Yeah, he hadn't even called me.
Arg. It's because he didn't call Kai.
That arg is probably his say it's Kai. So anyway, fellers, it's been fun. It's been short, but this week just hadn't been too.
We don't want to lengthen.
Not call me, and if you would have called me, things would have been a lot easier. Matter
We
of fact,
want to
I'm
link them
trying to
with
help
the,
another fella out, was ELRS, but he's trying to put it on a flight controller that's not Crossfire compatible. So, okay, Sunrise, gray hair, blonde hair, reddish hair, brown hair, it don't matter. As long as it's still there, be happy with it. Okay? Hair is hair. Color is no, not a factor. That's why men don't have bad hair days. As long as it's still there, we're happy. We don't care what it looks like, as long as it's still there. So,
hair today, gone tomorrow.
was that wisdom that I probably spouted out 3 times on this channel already? But what?
Hair today,
Yeah,
gone tomorrow.
Kelly needs all the help in the world on that. So. Anyhow,
Ready?
yeah, Central Texas Strong Group meetup's not happening this weekend. I'll put it on a Facebook group here in a bit. And that we got off axes in here. Do we have him as a moderator yet? Let's see. I'll fix that real quick. There we go. Off axis, you have been smurfed. Appreciate the subscription too. So off axis, what's your name? Come on, give us a name so we have a name to go with what's off axis. Nope. No name yet. Come on. Marcel. Of course, Sunrise knows all that. I swear Sunrise has a freaking Rolodex in the back of his head that he's got everybody written down on. So, Marcel, off axis, glad to have you. And the rest of y'all, it's time to go. And any more wisdom from Mr. Random?
Nope. Visit
Any
Marcel's
random
channel.
thoughts?
I just posted Marcel's channel over there. Just visited it. Drop some love and
Yep. Drop some love. Look him up. Drop the like. Drop the subscription. And
he's got a subscription from Dad Random. I just dropped it for him. He's powering up the road to 1,000.
Now you have 2 subscriptions. 2 more subscriptions. He's at 722. He's not doing too shabby.
Yeah.
So
just keep posting the stuff and all righty. Okay. I think I've already said it. I got tacos to eat and I'm late.
We'll see y'all next week. Same place, same time. Until then, be safe out there and try and stay cool.
Be good, guys. Later, Kai. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And congratulations again on your 7,000.
Thank you. Very, very much appreciated.
All right. Later.